Good morning, everybody. Thank you for tuning into my channel. Happy holiday to everybody. Happy 4th of July to everybody who celebrate. Okay, so we about to get it in, but before we start, I need y'all to hit that like and subscribe button if you feel my content. You understand? So I'm about to start a little trouble and then I'm gonna get off real quick. Y'all know how I do. I'm about to start some trouble this morning. So shout out to Mona D. Shout out to Mona D on you said no sound. Anybody else can hear me Instagram? Give me a one in the chat if you can hear me on Instagram. Give me a one in the chat, y'all, if you can hear me on Instagram. I'm sorry, YouTube. I'm having a little problem on Instagram. Give me 1 minute. Okay. Thank you, my dear. You know you always coming through, still winning. Go ahead. Thank you, honey. I greatly appreciate that. Thank you, my dear. I greatly appreciate that. Thank you, everybody. Michael said a 2. Michael, what's going on? Why you saying 2? Okay. So here we go. We about to do what it do this morning. We about to start some trouble. Good morning, Terry. How you doing, Terry? It's good to see you, brother. Thank you for tuning in this morning. So this is only from what I know, okay? I don't have no stats or none of that stuff. I just know the things that happened from when I was growing up and how hard a lot of women that I saw that their man went to prison, okay? And from my projects. But I want y'all to check this out. There's a new trend going on that women are dating men in prison, right? But they say it's a new trend, but this has always been. It's just coming to light now because it's getting crazy. You know what I'm saying? People wondering where these women are finding love at, and it's in prison. But this has always been. This has always been, baby. Okay? But we gonna share. I'm gonna share with y'all my thoughts on the whole thing. But once again, shout out to Mona D on YouTube. This sister content be fire. So I'm just putting my little 2 cents on it since I can't attend lives anymore per my husband. I can only do my own lives now. So I gotta put my little 2 cents on it. Women that date men that are in prison. I want to share something with y'all real quick. Most of these men, and I'm no shot at the brothers because I understand what y'all been through, what you're going through, but foolish decisions most of the time land brothers in prison. Sisters too. But right now we going to hit on the brothers real quick. Most of these guys that's in prison are son husbands, because they were never taught logic. They were never taught situations that they have to get themselves out of. You understand? See, any brother that can go to jail for selling drugs or hurting somebody, he does not have logic. Because logic would have told him, let me go get a job. Let me get a 9 to 5. I don't care what these women talking about. I don't want to go to prison. I don't want to do jail time. You hear me? I don't want to be in no man face 24/7 in my jail cell. You understand? So I'm saying that when women date men that are prisoners, right? That are from the prison, they're only doing it because there is no accountability. She doesn't have to answer to anybody. Do y'all understand that? She can still run her household, right? Without a man interceding. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because when men come home from prison and he know that this sister been riding for him, he's going to be quiet. When she tell him jump, he gonna say how high. I have seen this happen. So don't nobody hit me in my comments. I have seen this happen, honey. I have seen women in my projects dictate to men who've been in prison and they come home. And they got to be quiet and not say nothing because he's secretly living with her in the projects. You understand what I'm saying? That's why now when you release a prisoner from parole or whatever like that, they going on parole, they got to actually tell them where they going. See, back in the day, you ain't had to do that. You just, they release you. You do your little stuff, you do your thing, that's it. And nobody know, long as you don't get yourself in no trouble. But most of these men that they date, and these are son husbands, so they're trying to please these women. Anything that they want them to do, they're going to do it. Even when they don't want to do it, they're going to do it. And this is why the women are doing that, because they can be dominant over a man that's in prison. Either if he make her mad in a letter or something like that, right? She could stop sending stuff. She could stop putting money on his books. So this is why she dictates how the relationship flow. And because she thinks that this is love that she has found in this prisoner. She thinks this is love she has found because he listens to everything she says. And only why he listens to everything she says is because he behind bars and he need her. Yeah, he need her. And see, most of the time when those brothers do come home from prison, they don't even stay with the woman. They don't even stay with the woman. Sometimes they disappear on her. Sometimes he already have another woman he been with. He just been using you to put money on his books. But they don't see that. They don't understand that. They don't understand that because they looking for love. Instead of you finding a good man out here that you can be accountable, you understand? You don't want to be accountable. You want to be the head. You want to be the head of household, and God did not make you like that. You are not the head. Okay, we not designed like that. But because we sit up here and think that you gonna be the head, you go and mess with these men from prison because you know there's no accountability. Nobody gonna call you on your foolery. You're gonna still be able to sleep with other men. You're gonna still be able to run your household. You're gonna do whatever you want to do because why? He in prison. He in prison. He can't watch you. And even if he had family that watch you, right? You already know how to get that creep on. You already know how to do it. So this is my whole thing. This is most of these men that's in prison, they son husbands. They are. Because they did not use logic to get themselves. First of all, logic would not place you in prison. That's the truth. That's the truth. Some people get offended at what I'm saying, but logic does not place you in prison. Logic gives you the idea of making different moves that will better your life. Okay? Prison is not the way. But some of these young cats, they think, oh, I can go do some nonsense in the street and ain't nothing gonna happen to me. I'm invincible. And then when they get in front of that judge that don't care what you look like, that all he see is a you know what. That's all he see is a you know what. So he ready to throw the book at you for some drugs that you got a couple of bottles and he want to throw a whole book at you. And now you like 20-something years old going to prison for 15, 20 years for a couple of bottles of drugs. Okay? You lost your life because you want to be that thug dizzle. You want to do nonsense. And only these son husbands do that. These ones that's raised by their mamas. Yes. And I know a lot of y'all women gonna get offended, but it's true. Mama, it turns around back at you. It turns around back at you. Good morning, Mrs. She said. How are you, my dear? It turns back at you. When we raise these men and they grow, well, first of all, when we raise these boys and they turn into men, and they don't understand the logic. They don't understand feelings. They don't understand if somebody talking about you, don't mind what they say. They don't understand that because they going off mama feelings. Because when mama get angry, she ready to go off the handle. And that's true, ladies. That's how we do. If you not governed under a man, okay? If you're not governing under a man, okay, you make foolish decisions. I listen, I'm sorry. I know y'all upset about it, but it's true. When you not governed under a man that is wise, that knows he is the head, you will make foolish decisions. Because at times when I first started this social media, I was getting hit with all types of nonsense. And I was ready to just, first of all, the hood in me was about to come out in all these comments. But my husband said to me, babe, you won't do that. You won't do that because you represent me. We will not be having that. And I looked at him, I said, honey, but he said, so what? You here to preach to the ones who want the truth. The ones who don't want the truth, let them keep scrolling. That's why I always tell y'all, if it wasn't for my husband, baby, I'll be in those comment sections with you, honey. I'll be saying some nonsense, honey. But what I'm trying to tell you is that when a woman does not have a man that governs over her, she can do some nonsense. She can, unless she was raised by her father. If she was raised by her father, then she understands the assignment. But if she's not, and the mama was always there, she doesn't always understand the assignment, and she does not know how to take care of a man. Because I was one of them too. I was raised under my mother and did not know how to take care of a man. All I thought it was cook, clean, and sex. That's it. That's all I thought. That's all I thought. But it was my husband that taught me how to be a wife. My husband taught me how to be a wife, but he taught me how to be a wife for him. Black Man Unfiltered, how are you? Good morning, my brother. He taught me how to be his wife. That's why you see how I am today on social media. This is all my husband's work. This is all my husband's work. I have had the attitude of being kind and caring, but I also have that rah-rah side. And my husband keeps the rah-rah side at bay. If I ain't have my husband, baby, I'll be running madness out here. I'll be doing some foolery. I will take care of my business, but baby, I would be somebody trouble. Okay? I would be somebody trouble. Okay? Shout out to my king. Thank you. Now, what I'm saying is, we sit up here, we talking about these women who are dating these prisoners, right? But truth be told, these men ain't gonna better you. They're not. They're not. These men that are in prison, they're broken. They're going through something. Most of the time, these men get broken down in prison by other men. And that's the truth. Most of them are suffering because they have never had a strong male role model in their life. But you want to go and date this man that's in prison and he broken so that you can go and do nonsense to him too. Because all you about to do is make him that son husband. That's all you going to do, honey. Because he ain't going to be able to dictate to you because you run everything. Unless he got hooked up with one of those older brothers that's in prison, that's doing life, and he teach them something. That's only how those young cats get blessed. When they hook up with somebody older in that prison that want to teach them some positive stuff. That want to teach them want to teach them that is a better way. I'm getting tongue-tied, y'all, because I'm getting upset. So when they go to prison and they meet that cat who understands, who says, okay, I made these mistakes, but I'm healing. And when he get a hold of one of those young ones, that's why you see sometimes when these brothers come out of prison, only some come out of prison, you'll never see them go back because they learn their lesson. You never see them go back. Some of them go into their own business. Some of them get blessings from blessings on top of blessings because they learned from their mistakes. But then some of them don't. Some of them fall back into the system. Some of them go back to their old stomping grounds and do nonsense. And let me share something with you. A woman who's dating you that you was in prison, a woman that's dating you, she don't want you to learn logic. See, that's the kicker. She don't want you to learn logic, because when you learn logic, my brother, she will not be able to rule you. Yeah. When a man learns logic, a woman can't rule him because he understands his purpose. He understands that God has something for him, that he is the head. Okay. So when men learn this, baby, they are forced to be reckoned with. But when you don't learn this and you a son husband, you heard me? When you don't learn this and you a son husband, you in trouble, baby. Anytime something happen, you going to fly off the handle, because that's what women do. When people cut us in line and we in the grocery store, we got all this rah-rah to say. Even me too. When I first met my husband, we be in the grocery store, we'll be at Acme or we'll be at ShopRite or something like that. Honey, somebody cut me, I'll be ready to go off. And my husband be like, you ain't gonna show that behavior here. We ain't even doing that today. This line is long. We all gonna have to wait. Shout out to my king again. What I'm saying is that when logic plays the role, it makes the man stronger. See, getting a gun and killing somebody, right? That don't make you strong. It don't. Going out there slinging drugs and stuff, slinging that crack to your community, that does not make you strong. You understand? Being in a gang don't make you strong. You know what's the strong man? I'm gonna share with you what's the real strong man. The man that go to work every day, that take care of his family. That is the true strong man. He is the one that is the titan. But the one who gunned down somebody, the one who's selling crack to his community, the one that's drinking all on the corner and got the baggy clothes on and don't know how to respect nobody, the one that go home at times and beat on his mama, the one that act like he ain't got no sense and he go beat on his wife or his girlfriend, you're not a man. It's the one that go to work every day, that take care of his family. You are the true titan. So these women don't want that. They don't want that. That's why they go for these prisoners. That's why they go to these prisons and wait in that long line to go see their son husband. All those men in prison, okay, most of them, okay, are son husbands. Some of them in there for false reasons. Somebody done did some nonsense and got them on some false charges. Okay? And then some of them in there for the nonsense that they played. Y'all, all I'm saying is these women ain't got nothing. These women ain't got nothing. Okay? I see what you said, my dear. You said, I met my wife while I was there. Okay, that's wonderful. See, that's why I said some, not all. That's why I said some. And congratulations to you, my brother. I'm happy you found love. But what I'm saying to y'all is that you got to rethink this thing. When these women doing that, it don't make no never mind. That means she doesn't want to be governed under a man. She doesn't. Oh, congratulations, 15 years together. That's beautiful. By God's grace, my dear. By God's grace. Amen. So when they date these men from prison, they don't want to be governed by a man. They don't. They don't want to be governed by a man outside, because they know there's accountability there. They know that they can tell this man whatever they want to tell him, and that's it. That's why most women that have a masculine trait, okay? Most women who have masculine trait, they look for men that are weak. They do. They look for men that are weak. You understand? They go with these men because they want to be dominant over them. See, when they meet a strong alpha, a titan, they can't handle it. Their spirits clash because he's an alpha and she's masculine. Okay, so the spirit will always clash. And y'all know everybody say that on social media. Everybody tell y'all that. But I'm telling y'all that because of what I know. You understand? I have always had a masculine attitude, right? Because I was raised by my mother. So I always had a masculine way. I remember one time, I'm going to cut this real quick. I'm going to let y'all go. I remember back in the day, there was a cat I was dating for a couple of years. He was a good brother. But I remember when we broke up, he said to me, I would have been married you. But you are alpha female. That's what he told me. Anybody who been watching me a long time, I said this real a long time ago. He said to me, you are alpha female. And I never understood what that meant until I met my husband. And my husband told me, you're a good woman, but your mouth gets you in a lot of trouble. And he said, but we gonna straighten that out. And I looked at him, I was like, this man crazy. I don't even have time for all this nonsense. He was like, I'm gonna marry you. You gonna be my wife, but we gonna correct that mouth. And I just look at him and roll my eyes and everything. He was like, you could keep doing all that. He's like, you a good woman and you mine, but we gonna get this right. So, you know, shout out to my king. We gonna get this right. So me being with my husband 15 years, okay, going on 16 years, okay, this man has taught me a lot. He has taught me a lot. He has taught me when it's time to close my mouth and when it's time to speak. And yes, I'm not ashamed to tell you that I take correction from my husband. I'm not ashamed, baby. I'm not ashamed to tell you that I'm obedient to my husband. I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed to tell you that I cook for my husband every day, okay? And if he get up in the middle of the night and say he hungry, I'm going to take my happy ass downstairs, okay, and make him something to eat. I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed. People sit up here and say, oh, you's a pick me, you this, you that. Yes, I am. I'm all that in a bag of chips and more. Because I love my king. But when you have a real husband, okay, when you have a real husband, you can't do nonsense. And this is why these women choose to do this. Now, I'm not saying all the brothers are the same in the prison. But because these women choose to want to do what they want to do, that they don't want to have to answer to any authority, okay? Because the man is the authority, hands down. I don't care what y'all say. Any of the women get upset, all these social media people tell y'all nonsense. The men is the authority. That's how God placed them. They are king. They are king. And this is the problem we have because we think we king too. We think we king too. God did not give you that job. He gave you the job to be the helpmate. And some of y'all get up here talking about what a man can do, a woman can do better. Go sit down. Go sit down, because I don't want to hear that nonsense. Go sit down, because you talking foolery. You can never compete with a man. I'm tired of y'all doing that nonsense. Even me, I was raised on that foolery too. But when I got in my mid-20s, I was like, something is wrong here. All men can't be like this. Something is wrong here. I'm missing it. I'm missing it. Because I said to myself, if now you can say as a woman, you're a good woman. You can say you're a good woman. But somebody else got to tell you you're a good woman. You can't just go around talking about I'm a good woman. Why is he doing this to me? No. Somebody got to tell you you're a good woman. And it can't be your girlfriends or anybody in your family. A man got to tell you you're a good woman. That's how you know you're a good woman. Somebody got to tell you that. Not you just get up in the mirror talking about I'm a good woman, because there might be some darkness in you. And that's what these women have, some darkness in them when they're dating these men from prison, because they know they're going to rule over this man. And that's the truth. Take heed to the message, y'all. We done today. I'm done. I'm finished. Okay. I'm finished talking my rah-rah this morning. Everybody have a wonderful holiday and enjoy all the cookouts and everything, y'all. Take heed to the message once again. Instagram, I'm going to let y'all out first. And thank you for tuning in. And thank you for growing. Thank you for hitting 15K, y'all. Y'all do what it do over there, baby. Thank you. So I'm going to let y'all go. Everybody have a good one. You too, my family. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Before y'all leave, please hit that like button. Also, guys, put a little comment in it after I close out so people can, so the algorithm can hit me. Either you like it or you don't like it. Let me know, y'all, because, y'all growing slow over here. Y'all was growing fast before, but y'all growing slow. Please, y'all, take heed to the message. Everybody have a wonderful day. Take it easy, y'all.